Hello, viewers, and welcome to a little weird Pokemon one-off video type thing, where we go in through our Pokemon Go journey and some Pokemon Quest stuff. So I'm diving into Pokemon Go here first and foremost, as you see me kind of walking through the screen. I do apologize that my screen wasn't fully captured during this point. I realized it after I finished editing and processing the video that it didn't fully capture my screen completely, so you don't see my level right now or the bottom basically portion of the screen. I do apologize for that, but I am currently at level 38, about to hit level 39 in about, there you go, you can kind of see it there as I clicked on it here, about near the halfway mark, because I think today I'm actually over the halfway mark. And added a few more into my Pokedex here. Actually, I can go ahead and just kind of like compare this to the actual video for here, but you can kind of see some of the badges I've got, all that type of stuff as I scroll down there. You can kind of see my exact progress. It's been a while since I've done a Pokemon Go video. Obviously, we used to do like shiny hunting and things like that with Pokemon Go, but obviously I heard about the Team Rocket events and all that going on, so I was like, you know what, I'll just kind of randomly click on it, make a video with some random Pokemon Go content to kind of just throw in with this video in total. Thought it would be fun. But yeah, so you can kind of see my Pokedex here. I'm going to go ahead, since like I said, it is kind of cut off here, pull up my Pokedex on my phone. So I've seen right now 557 Pokemon and, or sorry, no, seen 572 Pokemon, caught 557 in my game. I've completed the Kanto Dex, the Johto Dex, and I'm like 2 or 3 away from the Hoenn Dex. I think I'm like Deoxys and Kecleon and Regirock away from completing that one. Sinnoh's pretty close with 92 Pokemon caught, and Unova I have 79, and then Galar I have 2 Pokemon at the current moment. But like I said, Kanto and Johto are the only ones with 100% completion. As you see here, I had not completed just yet the Jirachi research and the startup research, but I have now completed those today. But I did them during GoFest and everything, so there is no actually special research right now on my actual phone as it shows on here. I'm showing some of my shiny Pokemon off right now. I know some of these aren't fully loading up, but you can see some of the shinies I have here. I don't remember how much exactly I have, but you can kind of see some of the ones here, and you're welcome to slow this down if you wanted to see any of the shiny Pokemon. And now I'm kind of going from weakest to strongest on that. Currently I have 444 Pokemon in my collection, but I am actually running out of space. I only have 450 space points, so I need to buy some more storage and all that. My strongest Pokemon is CP level 4003, while my weakest Pokemon is 25 CP, which is my shiny Squirtle. All my Gen 1 Pokemon here within the next week or so, I'm going to transfer to my Let's Go game or through Pokemon Bank, one or the other, and get that started. Here's my recording of me taking on Team Rocket and Jesse and James and all that for the first time. I hadn't taken them on, so I figured it'd be fun to kind of take them on in video format and see what they would be like. I know originally when I was battling, I'm like, are they going to have their anime team? What was it going to be? How are they going to be like? I like that they did add this in Pokemon Go. I thought that was very creative. Pokemon Go is, like I said, still kind of active for me. I still enjoy playing it. Yeah, I fell off of it for a bit of time, but I would still always do like a Pokestop today or the research reward stuff and things like that, the daily tasks to keep on it, but I wasn't as actively playing it as I used to be, where I was playing it basically like daily for multiple hours and stuff like that. And a mix of it was just because it was mostly like the Pokemon I need were like either regional or needing to be miraculously hatched out of an egg or traded to me, and it was just hard for me when I wasn't like, you know, around a lot of other people that played the game to accomplish said task. But again, I can still say I've done pretty well, I feel like, with Pokemon Go. Like I said, being at level 38 and a half. Like I said, my current XP right now is 1,735 out of the 3 million that I would need to get to level 39. I have all but the Magikarp, Battle Badge, a couple of the Raid badges, the Research badges I don't have, Team Rocket badges, Unknown badges. I mean, there's a few. I have every single type badge. I have currently 82 friends, I guess, right now. But I know at least 3 had been deleted since I got the full rewards and we stopped giving gifts to another once we got the full, like, 4 hearts thing made. So I think originally at one point I had, like, 87. And then me and my nephew did a lot of the trade evolutions a day or 2 ago, so that really helped each one of us. I still have a few left, like Boldor, the Gigalith line, and I think one other one, but he didn't have anything to kind of like trade for it, and it was like too much Stardust for him. He's only at, I think, like 20-something. I actually could figure it out. I can look it up on my friends list, what level my nephew's at. He's had 3 different accounts, but at the same point, he is at, right now, level 24. So not too bad, just a shabby for starting back up after losing his old account and everything like that. But yeah, no, still very fun to finally, yeah, kind of come back to Pokemon Go, catch some of these things, show some content to it. Like I said, I've gotten a few new shinies and stuff like that that I didn't ever air or record. Like I said, we used to do Pokemon Go shiny hunting and talking about different subjects back in the day. If you want to go look up those videos, you can. They're in our playlist and everything like that, where you can see us talking through playing Pokemon Go when like community days were going on or different things. So a lot of fun with those for sure. Right now, I'm just trying to still, like I said, complete Pokedex fillings pretty much. But yeah, I mean, with the remote raids and Team Rocket balloons and all that, it makes it a lot more fun again. But again, I'm not playing it as much as I used to be playing it. And then Pokemon Quest, which you will see here in a little bit, I've been still basically playing to 100% the game, basically, or at least complete the game by the game standard. So those that maybe remember, on our channel, we had a Pokemon Quest playthrough series where we played through Pokemon Quest, all from the very beginning until we beat Mewtwo in that level, where right before the bonus, the happened since Island appears and all that. And I was like, well, basically by its standards, we beat the game, but this is kind of like a bonus area to kind of see if you can beat the extra levels. Basically, like Mario, it's kind of like that was like the Star World, or the extra bit that, yeah, you didn't really have to do just to say, like, I 100%ed it. But I was like, well, I'll just kind of keep at it. I still like playing Pokemon Quest here and there, but I just won't record as much into it until I kind of get a few levels beaten. And then finally, yeah, I had beaten all the game. I got the actual recording here that we'll see in a little bit of me beating the game and completing the Pokedex. And basically, like I said, I at this point have probably 90% completed the game. There's a few tasks I haven't beaten, like certain, like using a fire type team, or like getting set amount of dragon Pokemon to appear from cooking recipes, or I don't think I got Mew in the game at all. Yeah, I don't have Mew in the game, but it still says I have all the Pokemon in the game. So just like I said, little things that I was like, you know what, this is enough to say, you know what, to the game I had basically beaten it, so I was enjoying it. Here's my battle with Mr. Giovanni, my first time facing Giovanni. I had not taken him on yet. I know his release has been out a while, but I finally had completed that whole like Team Rocket event thing under the special research. So I was like, you know what, let's see if I can maybe miraculously beat this guy the first attempt or whatever without knowing any of his Pokemon. Like I said, I didn't know if he was going to be related to like anime or game, where he's like the 8th gym leader with ground types or whatever. I had no idea. All I knew is that like if you beat him, you get different shadow Pokemon each month kind of deal. That was the only thing I knew about him. Other than that, that's all I knew of Giovanni. I do have problems sometimes with the other Team Rocket Go leaders because they are like super high leveled, so it does take some miracle strats to beat either Cliff, Sierra, or Alro, and different months are harder than others, but I usually do find a way eventually to win. But luckily Giovanni wasn't too problem. I like that he did start with a Persian. I was like, okay, that made me feel like he was anime-ish style. I do like his actually Pokemon Go design. It's not too bad. It's a bit different than obviously what you see sometimes in different games and all that, with him either in charge of Go Rocket or different things like that. Here you see me going for the Stealth Rocks. I knew he blocked it, so that's why I stopped kind of like swiping. It was like I figured he'd block the attack. I figured I'd go ahead and just take the loss here. I was kind of hoping he'd waste a charge attack to basically kill me. So I was like, okay, I'm at an inch of health. Why waste a shield to save it, maybe to where I can get a bit more damage off on this Persian. Next, I send out my Kyogre. It's a water electric, using like a Kyogre. It knows, I don't remember the water attack move that it uses, but I know the electric move it knows is Thunder. So it's got those two moves under its moveset. It gives it a little bit of type coverage. So here's me going for the electric type attack. Kind of just going ahead and charging enough because it's easy for me to just hold my finger there and let it hit it, but I knew again he'd probably block it, so I was just trying to do as much damage as I could to Mr. Nidoking. And then here I use my very last Pokemon, Mr. Dragonite, one of my strongest Pokemon, up there with Slacking and stuff. I think it's my second or third strongest Pokemon is my Dragonite. And it's I think it's 3 stars out of the 4. I only have like very few 100% maxed, everything Pokemon. A few of them are random, and then other ones are just kind of there. So Here's me using my Dragonite to hopefully maybe find a way. My fear was that this Suicune would know like Aurora Beam and stuff, so I was trying to do as much damage so I didn't get the excellent there, which was, problematic. But this is why I kept my shields, and I had both, still shields to use against this Pokemon, luckily, to maybe try to survive. But luckily it did only know Bubble Beam, so I was like, okay, even if I somehow, got hit by it, it would be not very effective. So now I go for the Hurricane, just trying a flying attack, seeing if it does maybe more damage than Outrage. I do find more difficulty doing that than I do the Dragon type move, but I was just comparing damages between the two, seeing which one was the ultimate one to use. So here's where, again, Bubble Beam is about to hit me. No Protect Shields. I thought maybe I would die with how high this level was, but somehow I live with like the slitherest of health. And then luckily I get a charge attack right then and there, and I was like trying my best to get an excellent on this, but again, not doing the greatest with it, but luckily it was enough. And there it goes, finally down, just like I said. Like I said, yeah, they've added a lot of cool things, like I said, with these Team Rocket Go things, and the balloons, and remote raids, and giving raids to friends, and all that, and then, the training stuff. It's like, a lot of cool features to kind of get people back into Pokemon Go, and then now, they have, like, the Go Battle League, which makes it really cool, and trading, like I said. There's just a lot of going on more in Pokemon Go again, but, again, like I said, I'm not as enticed as I used to be, but, again, it's more than when I did fall out of it for a bit. It still has a little bit more now going for it to make me want to play it and stuff. So let me go ahead and try to catch this Suicune really quick. One wiggle, two wiggles, first ball. That's when you know you're good. No, I'm just kidding. No, I take that. Go ahead and purify this. This was before, obviously, GoFest and all that, so these didn't have better CPs and all that type of stuff, and I don't know. I mean, I didn't really need the Suicune. I try to always keep up candies to soup up my better ones and everything like that. So I went ahead and transferred this one out. But yeah, because the day of recording this, I don't remember what day that was exactly, but it was a couple days before GoFest. I'm actually, when I was recording this, I was at the zoo with my family and all that, with my nephews and all that. And here we are jumping into Pokemon Quest, like I said we were going to here very soon. But either way, no, I still have fun with Pokemon Go, just not as much as it was obviously when it first either came out or different times that it had. So here is the beginning of our Pokemon Quest recording. You can kind of see where we are level-wise, 28,501. I'm going to show a bit of like what I have done, haven't done. These are all the decorations I own. I literally have every single one except for the Kangaskhan one at this point in the recording. Now I have every single decoration, but I'll show that later. I think I'm like 100 to 200 out of the 300 on the Pokemon storage and all that. So you can see I've beaten every single level except for the boss level on Pokemon Quest. You can see it's the only one without that little yellow logo to the left of it, meaning therefore I have not beat it. Am I significantly lower than it? Yes, but I've gotten pretty close a couple times to beating it. But this was the first time I was like, you know what, I'm going to record it and just see what happens. All under my control, not auto mode, and just seeing if I can maybe pull something out of my butt to win in some way. It definitely was super hard. Definitely a lot of luck based in this. You'll see, I know I'm actually taking my face cam right now is going to be kind of over it, which I might move it once I get to the boss fight, but it gets really close to actually running out of time to win it, because you think you get like 5 minutes to beat these levels, and I basically use all 5 minutes to beat the final boss in this one. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything until it comes in. Apparently Aurora Guardians, notification was coming up during this point. But yeah, this is a series of different recording times when I had beaten the final boss, gotten the different legendaries, completing the Pokedex, the final decorations, all that, the different quests that I needed to do to show that I got basically, like I said, at very least probably 90% completed of this game. There are a few little, like I said, tasks here and there of like use the fire type team, get these certain buddies that I didn't do, or get any of that way. Go for the submission here, get some Hydro Pumps off, take down the Golem. Our Golem goes down, obviously. On to Wave 2, which is a Lapras and Eevee little pair. I do still like the Pokemon Quest kind of like blocky animation. Like it's almost like they're Lego-ish or Me type, like the Wii Mii's kind of decorations. I don't know. They're unique in their ways. It does look really well in some Pokemon. Other ones, it's kind of like I don't know about that one. But again, still kind of cool. I like that I had a shiny that I was using during this whole thing with my Machamp, getting a shiny one to help it. I literally did have to use a lot of like Google searching and all that. I'm like, what is the best team to actually beat this game with? They said using a Golem with like Harden and Dig to do damage, a Machamp with Bulk Up and stuff like that to soup up the team, and then just Starmie, Mewtwo, Alakazam, somebody with Hydro Pump or Psy Strike or something to do a lot of damage. Well, I had Seadra, so I was like, okay, I'll just use him, and he was already super high level, and Seadra has been on the team for so long. He was still just like the one staple point, like there's been, like it was Onyx for a while, then it was Persian, and then now it's been Seadra. That's kind of been on the team. We've had, obviously, Porygon at one point. We had, I don't even remember all the different team members we've had all throughout this journey. But like I said, you can go look at our Pokemon Quest playthrough and see all the different teams we've had throughout everything. Here we're facing all three legendaries. So we'll see how we fare against those. We got Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. We beat them each separately, but this time they're all three together, coming at us. Moltres, I think, uses basically Fire Blast, which luckily stays in one area. I believe Zapdos uses Thunder, and then Articuno does, I think, Blizzard, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's Thunder for Zapdos. But yeah, that chance to freeze, you see it freezes Machamp, it's, no bueno, but luckily I did have a lot of, like, those, like, status resistances on me, or natural HP recovering, and as much as I could do to help my team out, it could have been a higher CP. I could be up to like near 30,000 if I was using all the best items, but I was trying to use ones that gave me more HP, more benefits than negatives, or just no anythings to them. So I know some of them were like 700 points, but it gave me natural HP, crit ratio, and all that, but I had like maybe a 971 that didn't do anything at all, but I was like, I want the one that gives me some more extra stuff than nothing at all. And maybe those matters, maybe those didn't, but either way, the thing is, like I said, I did end up beating the game, and this is us, like I said, showing that. Here's the final boss, Mr. Mewtwo. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can move my face cam to get the timer up. There it is. There's the timer. I'm gonna actually put it like right there. That way I'm not feeling like I'm blocking too much of the gameplay. So yeah, you see I have 50 seconds. This guy's basically at full health. Yes, I have all three of my Pokemon, but it's still Mewtwo, strongest Pokemon in the entire Pokemon Quest game. I wonder if there ever will be a sequel to this or anything to this more. I don't know. I mean, it was definitely a cool game. Definitely think it would have been easier or more beneficial, if you bought like the packages or different things like that, or if I would probably played it more, but at the same point, it was still a lot of fun. I still enjoyed beating this game and everything. So here we get into the end. Got 20 seconds. He's down to like so little health, but it's still very, very close. We're getting now down to 10 seconds. I got my final Hydro Pump off, and then literally with like I said, 11 seconds left is how much time I had to beat it. And like once I got under 30 seconds, I was like, oh god, am I going to be able to pull this off? Am I going to win? Is it going to be whatever? So finally, luckily doing it on camera, getting all these rewards and everything like that. I think the hardest thing definitely about this game was the random chance to get those the little shells to get the legendaries and all that. So you get 100 PM coins for beating Mewtwo. So very, very useful. I'll go ahead and show my current Pokedex at the time, which was 146 out of 150, basically only missing the legendaries in there, all the birds. So now showing that I had completed that one at level 28,000 whatever, showing that there's nothing else to explore in the game, nothing else to beat, completely beaten every single world, every single challenge. Now going back to here to start basically our journey to complete the Pokedex. And I did this actually kind of wrong because I could have got Mewtwo earlier and then the birds. I didn't realize that I could technically cook up Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno even with the little basic 3 ingredient thing, because when I looked it up online it said you needed at least 6 ingredients per thing, so I thought I had to at least use the bronze or silver one to make Zapdos and those appear, but it wasn't that case at all. So yeah, I could have made it to where I wasn't wasting more ingredients to get everything like that. So this is the last thing I cooked before starting to use the legendary recipes and everything like that. And again, yes, a lot of Google and Cerebi and different websites helped me figure out what ingredients to use, how to get certain Pokemon to appear more, and all that. So, and then anytime I did cook up any random Pokemon, I would use them for training and leveling up other people's Pokemon or accomplishing different tasks and stuff like that. But still had a lot of fun with the game, so I'm going to go ahead and clear out Mr. Rhyhorn here. And then now you can see my current team of Pokemon. Like I said, I usually clear out to make all Pokemon getting to level 50 and just try to do that because there was a quest task to basically get as many Pokemon as you could to level 50, so I try to do that as best as I can. So here's me training some of those Pokemon to do so. Next we have Mankey, and then I always check like who's going to get the most levels out of this. Are they all the same, different? Technically this one got 7 levels, so I was like, okay, let me probably go ahead and do this Pokemon because it gives me the most XP out of anything. Can also allow it to evolve. Eventually I stopped worrying about things like this because I was like, no, I just want to get the legendaries and complete the decks. But I was just showing some more, I guess, different aspects of the gameplay that I had been doing to try to accomplish, like get a certain amount of Pokemon to level 50, get these other little tasks completed to say maybe of 100%ing the game, but ultimately I was okay once I completed the Pokédex and getting everything settled. So right now you see I had 26 of these Mystic Shells. Yes, I could have maybe just cooked up the Mewtwo first and then cooked up the birds, but then you'll see here soon that, yeah, like 18's the legendary cooking thing that I mistakenly go to a 20, the gold pot, to cook up Zapdos and all those, and yeah, I could have, like I said, cooked up the Mewtwo right away and maybe done all the birds a little bit quicker. So here's me cooking up the first legendary, I believe. First I'm obviously going to collect my free PM tickets, because why not? And then I'm just going to use those to kind of go ahead and auto-complete this thing, get our final ingredient. We have used every single ingredient in Pokemon Quest. We've cooked up every single recipe, completing the final dish. And here comes Mr. Moltres, our first legendary of the group. Kind of hoping like some of these would be shiny, but you know, it was still cool just getting them anyway. Here was Paris, you know, random Pokemon we got out of, you know, the waiting 24 hours thing. And then we got a new quest accomplished, which was getting 50 bug types, and then the legendary fire Pokemon Moltres appearing, which gives you some PM tickets. Here's those, like I said, those other quests that I just haven't done, you know, electric type buddies, getting things to appear, whatever you want to say. So here you see me doing the bronze, cooking up the whole recipe again, using way too many ingredients. Here's the site that I was actually using. Guess it was Ranked Boost was the actual site that I was using. That showed, yeah, having to use at least this cooking pot, but it was, yeah, I could have used a gray one, and I did not realize that I could have done the 3 ingredient one. Yes, it gave me higher level legendaries, but ultimately it wasn't that deep. So here's Mr. Zapdos. Another non-shiny, obviously, too, but again, hadn't cooked much up these Pokemon, so I expect tentatively of a shiny, and now we get the legendary bonus for that one. And then, currently at all Pokemon except for Articuno and Mewtwo at this point, and this is, like I said, about the time when I figured out I only needed 3 to really cook up a Pokemon, not 20, so I thought at this point, oh man, I gotta get at least 4 more to get even to Articuno, because that's what it said on here. But again, then after doing some offline searching, I figured out that I can use this pot that I'm using right now to cook up the same recipe of legendary. Yes, it gave me a weaker Articuno, but again, it ultimately gives me Articuno right here. Here he is coming down the street, looking all majestic. And then, yeah, as you see, it's only like level 9. Gave me all the legendary birds, leaving only technically Mewtwo and Mew left in the game, but in the completion of the game, really just Mewtwo and the Pokédex, because it's going to say I have 149 of the 150 Pokemon now. Just to show that, there's my face cam kind of moving to show it's 149 out of 150. Just missing Mewtwo. Here's me buying the last decoration in the game to say I bought in every single decoration to make sure it didn't give me anything by having every single decoration in the game. And then I made sure I couldn't like place it anywhere to kind of like maybe make my thing any bigger, but it didn't look to be able to go anywhere that I could fit, so literally every inch of my land is occupied with stuff that, you know, maybe I don't need, who knows. And then, yeah, like I said, the only thing were these box expansions, which didn't really matter to me to get the 300 space thing, just to have those blacked out or whatever. And here's the final cooking up, you know, the basically 50% chance to get a Mewtwo, or I think it's like a 6% chance to get a Mew out of this recipe. So I had technically 80 PM coins at the time, so there's me showing how much of the things I had bought up to during the time. But yeah, I had, like I said, 80, and I needed 9, and my thing was, like, after I beat the game, my thing was, I'm going to go back to the very first level, the first ever thing we did ever in this game, and go back to the very first level just to see how easily we could beat the very first level, the very first, you know, thing in the game that we ever did back, you know, all when we did part 1, and just see how quick we would kill all the people, or Pokemon in this game, not kill, but you know what I mean, faint all the Pokemon in this, how quickly it would be done. I was kind of curious. Actually, it took a tad longer than I expected, but it wasn't awful. I'm glad each Pokemon in this gets a KO. Basically, you see Seadra do it, you'll see right there Machamp do it, and then earlier you saw Golem do it. So every Pokemon gets a little bit of credit for the journey in the final world. I was just thinking it was just to be instant. No one's gonna, you know, someone's gonna be left out because it'll be just like one hit and dead. I didn't probably even have to use then some of the submission, Hydro Pump, Dig attacks. It was just, yeah, would have been instant death even with a basic move. There it goes down the very first level of the game. I was just, like I said, just trying to see how quick it would be done with my super strong level whatever team I had at the current moment. And then there's all the things I still hadn't done. You can kind of see here the different ones I haven't accomplished in any sort of way. But again, it didn't bug me having still those tasks left. These were kind of just small little things that, yeah, could I maybe done? Yes, but at the same point I was just like, yeah, I feel like I have 100% of this game at this point. Go ahead and just get the final thing. Hopefully hope to get the Mewtwo here on this. So obviously I use the recipe, wait to see what comes down, see the Mewtwo silhouette, I'm like, yes, completed the game, all that, whatever, and then this happens. A shiny Mewtwo. And you see it's brand new, like I hadn't had it, nothing, whatever, no, just pure luck somehow, the last thing in this game, the last thing I record in this is a freaking shiny Mewtwo. Like, what kind of is that? That is, I thought that was so cool and made it so worth it to kind of like do all that grindy hours of getting the 20 mystic shells and all that, and everything that ended up happening to get that Mewtwo. And then the last thing I think I do is on camera, maybe not, but was that I sell all my basically pointless whatever power stones to get my Pokemon's CP level or whatever it is down there at the very bottom, that 28,000 that we saw earlier, to the highest point it could be. If I didn't care about what the perks were, how high of a level I would get to, just to see, like I said, what would happen. So that's, I think, what I'm doing right now. Here you can kind of see some of the Pokemon that I caught. Actually, I think I'm going to train up some of the Pokemon here. So you can see we're actually where my Articuno got to level 60 now instead of level 6. You can see some of the others at, 64 with the other ones. At this point, I was just, seeing if I could level up this Mewtwo any higher than what it was. But at the same point, I was like, I mean, at this point, did it really matter to try to grind anything up? Probably not really, but I was just trying to just only have the legendaries and my original team of 3 on the board at this point. So here's the first time that Articuno is going to be above Moltres and Zapdos. Here I used Vulpix because I knew it gave me the most experience by being a fire type. And then last I put in there, I think, is... No, I think I gotta do this just because it would give me the most experience by doing the similar egg thing. But I do eventually, I think I have leveled up Zapdos since this recording. But either way, it doesn't matter. Like I said, I still think it was like really cool and funny and a lot of instant gratification that the last thing that I got was a shiny Mewtwo in this in the game. I thought that was really cool to complete it. I thought that was just a great way to put a bow on the entire series as a whole. And everything you see all my Pokemon kind of hanging out here, going around town enjoying. I'm showing the whole map of what I had placed decorational wise right now. I like how they're all kind of like hanging out, being buddies, giving high fives to one another. Maybe not really, but that's what I'm saying in my head. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun. Like I said, still playing Pokemon Quest. It'd probably take longer than what it should have. Yeah, but I'm happy to say, like, hey, I have completed this game, beaten every boss of it. And yeah, could I say it's 100% completed? No, but I can still say, hey, it's still a completed game with the bonus levels and all that. It, again, doesn't bug me with all those different quest things that aren't accomplished. I'm like, no, that's good enough. I'm good completing the Pokedex, completing the main storyline, and all that. And like I said, here's where I go in and just put in the highest, PowerPoint things in here just to see how big of a level I could get these Pokemon at after adding all the stones in there and then recycling it out to get, all the ingredients sorted. Because right now I have 179 power cells, or whatever you want to say. I could have probably hit auto set, but my fear was that I was going to still prefer the like gold ones or the blue ones or the more. Actually, I purposely was picking like the highest of the highest ones myself just to guarantee I was doing the right things. And then I even put power cells on Mewtwo and the 3 legendary birds just to kind of get them at the highest levels, just to make sure I was having the best ultimate team in there. Yes, if I level Mewtwo up to, I think, level near 100, he can be the strongest member and even increase our team's CP even more, that final total. But again, I was like, this is going to be close enough. It's going to be a difference of like maybe 1,000 to 30,000 at the most. So nothing like super deep to bug me enough to want to do it. Otherwise, I would have recorded it and done so. So, like I said, this is the last recording of Pokemon Quest and Pokemon. I don't know, we'll probably still maybe have tentatively still random Pokemon Go content if there's something exciting to come out or something I want to do or just something to have in the background at times, but definitely no more Pokemon Quest things unless a DLC or a sequel comes out for this game. The original Pokemon Quest is done and over with, but yeah, Pokemon Go may have content that comes here and there, but we'll just have to kind of see as time goes on. So here's me kind of like comparing everything with having a 30,000 now team, finally putting all these strongest things on Mewtwo here just to kind of see what it would put him at. Also been, it was randomly off top, but I got some like 2nd degree burns for being out in the sun. We went to a water park not too long ago and ended up getting too much sun, and stupidly I didn't use sunscreen because usually I tan pretty well, but yeah, my shoulders got really like, they got those 2nd degree burns where they get like the bubbles and all that, and like now I'm like ultra peeling, so I'm a little bit like itchy. I've been putting like aloe and lotion on just to kind of like help that, but also just randomness while I was like thinking about that while we're wrapping up this video. But like I said, I hope you guys have enjoyed all these videos, whether it been that whole when we were ranking every Pokemon in the last videos, or like I said, the Road to Shield series and all that. I get a lot of things have been on hiatus, and I know you guys have been so understanding of everything. We love all you that have stuck with us and still wanting to grow with us and everything like that. We love still talking to you guys, whether it be on YouTube or in DMs or whatever. You guys all mean so much. Every little like means so much to us. Every subscription makes us, smile and giddy and everything like that. But yeah, we're ready to get slowly back into the YouTube life, making content again, going live again on a, at least pretty daily basis. Maybe have a few days off here and there, but yeah, get content consistently flowing throughout here. I think will be a lot of fun to finally get started. So here's me kind of clearing out the space of all my unnecessary, stones or whatever these things are called. Yeah, stones. It says mighty stone, sturdy stone, whatever. So I guess I was saying that right. But either way, like I said, I always enjoy what I do. I have fun with it. Yes, it helps knowing you guys also enjoy it too, and you have somewhere to kind of go to and watch and relate and maybe talk to me, and I can talk to you and maybe help you guys out. But again, like I said, it always boils down to we just love what we're doing. Yes, we're always going to take suggestions. We're always going to want to improve and be the best we can be. But it is ultimately just something for fun we all love doing and whatever. So just like I said in the last video and every video for a while, is that whether it be one person with us or millions of people with us, we just love what we do. We're just hoping to give other people a good time, help everybody grow, and we all just kind of, you know, friends, family, whatever you want to say, you know, good friends. Originally, I was going to delete these weightless stones and all that, but then I was like, yeah, I'll just stick them on some of the random Pokemon that don't have anything. So I try to make sure each Pokemon had at least one of these stones by the end of everything. Did this really probably matter to record? Probably not, but I was just like, yeah, I'm just, you know, throwing everything on here that I can. Just because, I don't know, I mean, I guess I wanted to, I guess. Somehow I missed these random stones right here. So I give Mewtwo the Whack Whack. And a weightless stone. Next I give Articuno, technically I think I give him 2 stones, but then I eliminate one so that way each Pokemon gets a stone each. As you see here, I give him the purple one, but you'll see soon that I take one of these away to give to Zapdos and or Moltres, so they each have a set stone thing that I thought was just creative, so they each have something going on for them. Here we go, moving over. Gonna go ahead and put that one there, like I said, and then I think I go to Articuno next to take off the one. I think I take off, like I said, the weightless stone just to give Moltres a stone, because it was guaranteed that I knew the weightless stone would be able to go to him. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys did enjoy all these, whether they be one-off videos or actual true videos, like I said, Road to Shield, or the ranking every Pokemon ones. I hope you enjoy everything either way. We thank you all for subscribing and staying with us. Like I said, you have no idea how much all of you guys do mean to us, but I hope I do see you guys all in the next video stream, whatever it might be. It will be awesome to see you guys there and talk to, even if it is in the comments. Like I said, we appreciate anything, whether it be positive and or negative. We want to improve. We want to be the best. Yes, we're not always the best with technology or whatever you want to say, but again, it was still fun. This is the last ingredient thing I could say I never cooked, was all, you know, those cube. So I was like, you're right, I'm just going to do that just to say, okay, I just want to see what happens if I put all those rainbow cubes in there, just to say I used every tentatively ingredient combination. And I really got a Dratini. It's not shiny, so, you know, technically I guess this was what was really the last Pokemon I got, but still, it was just like, I just want to see what happens if I do that. Not that I thought like a Mew or something would come out, but I just was like, oh, I'm curious what will happen. And then I thought to maybe just go through all my ingredients, get rid of it, and get rid of all my coins and all that, but I was like, no, it's not even that deep. Here I just, yeah, I mean, I'm just getting rid of a few things, since I have all those PM tickets to, you know, cook up these things instantly. But again, did it really need done? No. It would just, you know, to kind of add some more content on here and add some more time, you know, I don't know, no ad revenue stuff, you know, don't worry, I don't put ads on my videos right now, so don't even have to worry about that. I think this is the last one I put in there. Yes. So there's the current team. Go ahead and, I think I'm going to go ahead and try to train up Mr. Zapdos to be on par with the other birds, and you see just even doing Farfetch alone gives me enough to be now ahead of the other 2 birds, even though he was so drastically behind. Then I put Dratini down here, and just go ahead and level up Mewtwo 1 level, just because I was like, I want to see that shiny one more time, and get him a level, why not? Here we go. Like I said, you see all of them hanging out. Final goodbyes from all, you know. Look at them all huddling together like they know it's the end. They all just want to come together and give me one final wave. You know, all the birds are waving bye-bye, and, you know, Machamp and Golem are dancing around, but I think Mewtwo's going to be the one to give us the final goodbye, so I think I'm going to go ahead and click on Mr. Mewtwo to see if he'll wave goodbye for us. I mean, that was a wave. Why not? Sure, that was a wave. Thank you guys so much for watching. This will be The Modern Gamer, signing out. Kaka.